Hi, I'm Jenny and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about how to remain centered in difficult circumstances, and I think this is something that nearly everybody can relate to, and it often in times is looking for a solution in how to actually deal with this. So I'm going to be talking about this from the way that I deal with things, and certainly something that you can implement into your own life. So first of all, I want to talk about what it is when we're talking about remaining centered in difficult circumstances. So most of us have either a plan for our life, or maybe we're trying to envision and create our own reality. And what we consider difficult circumstances is when something is reflected back to us in our outside reality that is in complete opposition of what we have envisioned for ourselves. So what we tend to do then is to step out of alignment and into our ego. So our ego mind then starts to kick in, and it starts reacting to these external circumstances. It starts creating a story, creating catastrophes, creating worst case scenarios, and trying to figure everything out with the mind. And this is when we actually start to perpetuate and start to actually create that reality and make it bigger. We tend to make it bigger than what it was. So the first thing that we have to do when these outside circumstances that we're observing happen or are existing in front of us, the first thing we have to do is to remain and realize that you are not the story, you are not the circumstances, and you are the actual awareness. You are the consciousness observing what is going inside of you. Because if you really listen to yourself, like you can hear yourself and your thoughts going round and round in your mind. So if you can hear yourself, can you actually be them? Can you actually be those thoughts? Can you actually be that story? No, you can't. You're actually observing it. So the first thing that you have to do is to actually step back and remember that you are not the thoughts and you are not the story. And so when you do this, you actually take yourself out of your mind and back into your heart, into your consciousness, into your soul. And this will automatically, you'll notice when you've done this, because you'll automatically feel a sense of peace. Like whatever is going on outside of you is just a story playing out. It doesn't mean that everything is not going to end up or going in the right direction. It's just circumstances, a bridge of incident that is happening along the way, that if you were truly aligned, you would not react to. But of course, we still have that human part of us. So we do tend to react in our humanness, in our human emotions. But this is where you actually step back, remind yourself that you are not the story, you are not the thoughts, and that you're actually observing it. You're only observing it. Immediately, you will feel peace. And you'll be detached from the circumstances. A second thing that I do is deep breathing exercises. This can help, particularly if you feel a real sudden surge of emotions. And all it is trapped energy. It's not really like what's happening outside. The external reality is all just an illusion. It's just all a reflection of what is going on within. So what it's triggering inside you is actually just trapped energy that needs to be released. So deep breathing exercises, it's really just like spending 10 minutes just breathing in and out. Like the quicker you do it, like that, it just stabilizes your inner energy and your outer energy. And then you can slow it down a bit and just stay in a deep breathing. And that really helps to calm yourself, to detach from your mind. A third thing that you can do is meditation. This is, again, really to try and avoid as many of these triggers. This should be a daily practice, at least 30 minutes to an hour every day. If you do this first thing in the morning, it's actually going to start your day off in a much better frame of, I don't want to say mind because you don't want to be in the mind, but it'll take you out of your mind and more into your body and centered in your body, so that you are already set up for your day, so that you're not in, if you just jump out of bed and you're straight onto social media, or you're straight into reaction mode. And I've done it heaps, like for a long time. It took me a long time to train myself not to do that. Then you're constantly in fight or flight mode from the beginning. So taking time to meditate is also going to help you to stay very centered. And another thing that I find works really, really well is just listening to music. Listening to whatever music you like to listen to, like as long as it's not something really depressing. Find something that uplifts you and listen to that, and that'll take you into another world, because that's what music does. You know, no one can deny that. So all of these tips are to help you to really staying centered in difficult circumstances and detaching from the circumstances, detaching from your mind, and becoming your true essence, which is your soul, the consciousness, the observer of your experience. So you're here to experience reality, and it will start, like the less you react to circumstances, they will just dissolve. And there's a really good meditation practice that you can do to actually observe this, which is where you have to sit really, really still, like literally close your eyes, cross your legs, or lie down, whatever, and just literally do not move. Do not scratch your head, do not scratch your nose, anything. Just observe whatever comes up, just allow it. And when you feel the sensations in your body, just observe them. Observe them, and then they will dissolve without resistance. You have to observe them without resistance. So there's no scratching, no whatever. And you'll start to notice that they dissolve and they move somewhere else. So that is how energy works. And it's the same thing with your circumstances. They will dissolve if you do not put all of your energy into reacting to them and creating a story that doesn't need to be a story. If you like to get more of these tips, do subscribe to my content, or you can follow me on Instagram, and I will see you on the next video.